Welcome. Welcome you, welcome me, welcome each other to another day at Leah's Corner. It's your girl, Leah, coming back to you with another video. Before we get this video started, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Also, make sure to like this video. Let me know in the comments below what else you would like to see on this channel. Press the notification bell so that you're alerted for all new content uploaded to this channel. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get started. So if you're a reader of my blog, Leah's Corner, then you know that every Saturday I do a weekly entry called Single Lady Saturday. This is basically any relationship question, dating question, girl talk question that I feel like having a open discussion on. So today the topic is going to be, I am not your rehab center. Here's the thing. Over the last couple of months, I would get a lot of men who would come to me in a way where they needed some kind of advice that was attached to some kind of trauma that they needed to work through, and they were hoping that they could work through that trauma with me. Now, I don't disagree with talking about your traumas, talking about your issues with someone who you feel comfortable with. That's fine. The issue comes in when you exploit it. I understand if you want like a place where you can vent and just talk about it, but when you're venting to me in the hopes that I give you some sort of clue, some sort of advice to help you fix it, that's where it kind of starts to wear on me anyway. I'm not the one that you come to when every single time a traumatic event comes up or those feelings start to resurface that you come to work that out with. I don't have all of the necessary tools to help you with that. All I know is what I know and what works for me. Now, if I give you something that worked for me and it doesn't work for you, now you're upset that I didn't help you. Therefore, you should find someone who is better suitable to help you in this area. I'm not your source of healing. I'm not your source of assistance and guidance and advice. Simply because that was me and my situation, and your situation is completely different from mine. In my head, I'm sitting here thinking, well, you can be that for somebody. You can be that advice. You can be that guidance. Yes, you can, to a fault. That's not supposed to be my position every single time something resurfaces. Therapy is a wonderful, wonderful tool. Yes, you can talk to your friends, you can talk to your family. At the end of the day, you still need someone who can be objective and who can give you the tools that you need to work through your day-to-day issues or work through your day-to-day struggles, work through your past traumas that happened when you were a child, that happened, during your adolescence, whatever the case may be. You still need that person. You have to do the research for you. You have to find what works for you that will help you to excel in where you need to go. In my personal experience, I've noticed that I've come into contact with quite a few men who solely look to me as like a guiding light, or I don't know, some form of a helper, counselor. Here's the thing, that's not my lane. I'm not your therapist. I'm not your rehabilitation center. I'm not here to help you work through your past traumas. The reason being is because you have to learn whose baggage and how much of that baggage you're willing to carry along or you're willing to unpack with them. And it's not my responsibility nor my burden to help you unpack that. I feel like it's a disservice for me and other women who have taken the time to work through their issues. Society has told women that that's what we're supposed to do. That means that what you bring to us can be manifested into something great. If you give me weeds, what can I grow from that? More weeds. I can only push and try to support you for so long, and eventually I can't help you. But a man is supposed to lead, provide, and protect. If you want to lead me into your traumas, into your issues, into your baggage, that's where we're gonna go. If you're not willing to help yourself, there's no reason to continue. And I feel like that's part of the reason why a lot of women stay in these dead-end relationships because we're hoping and praying that the man that we love oh so much is just gonna get it. You know what I mean? But what happens if he doesn't? What happens if all he wants to do is drain you of that light and that energy? Same for the fellas. If you're with a woman and it seems like all she wants to do is complain about her issues, but she's doing nothing to fix it, what's the point? Honestly. Eventually, you're gonna feel like you're wasting your time. There will be some sort of resentment in your heart towards them because you're gonna feel like you wasted all of this time and space and opportunity where you could have been doing so much more with someone else, or you could have been doing fine by yourself. I just feel like there comes a point that we all have to take responsibility for those past traumas and work through them. I feel like we have to take responsibility and be aware of what issues it can cause and how your issues and your baggage can be your key to self-sabotage. I feel like people see others who have done the work and are automatically drawn to that and want to be a part of that, but they don't really want to be a part. You want to be there, but you don't want to do the work. You want to be there, but you think you can just be around enough to hear enough that, you know, you'll get what you need for the moment, and then you'll be off to whatever else you have to do, and then you'll be back in the cycle all over again. Ladies, please, please, please get out of that mindset that we have to fix men in order for them to be the men that we need them to be in our lives. Without having to be the emotional mule, without having to be the house therapist, without having to be, you know, everything, his source of happiness, his source of comfort, his source of everything that he needs. You don't have to be all of that for a man. Women, we don't have to fix these men, and men, you don't have to fix these women. I am a believer that what you work on yourself in your singleness is what will be mirrored or what will be exposed in your marriage, in any relationship, honestly. Because if I didn't work through my, I don't know, say for instance, my abandonment issues, I may be possessive over you and the type of relationships that you have with other people. And that can trickle down into how I am with my friends, how I am with my family. I mean, mainly how I am in my dating relationship. There comes a point where you have to realize what ways is your baggage is a detriment to yourself and other people around you. And they bring all of that over into this new relationship. And then they get with this person and they think, you're supposed to be the one that makes me happy. You're supposed to be the one that makes me whole and makes me feel all these wonderful things about myself. That's not it. Sis, that's just not it. He's not supposed to be your main source of happiness. He's not supposed to be your main source of support. That's not his job. How you want to be supported, how you want to be loved, how you want to be taken care of, the way in which you communicate, the way in which you exist with other people in this world does not put them at fault or in responsibility for the things that you need to take care of. They just don't. That's not their obligation. That's not their job unless they are a therapist. If they get therapist, girl, go talk to them. Go do that. Go do that. Get the help you need. Get the assistance and the guidance that you need. But stop feeling like somebody else is gonna be the answer to your problem. Stop assuming that just because you're attached to someone, husbands and wives included, that gives you leeway to put all this extra onto them, and it's not their responsibility. You take care of you before anybody else does. You look out for you before anybody else does. And you need to hold yourself accountable for the things you need to work on, and the things you need to get over, and the things that you need to work through. I'm just so tired of, in my case, meeting men who are so revved up and ready to unload all of this extra stuff on me and expect me to help them work through their trauma and work through their issues, when one, that's not my job, two, you're not my man, three, you're not paying me because I'm not your therapist, and most importantly, who said I was interested? Who said I was interested in helping you through that? Because if the tables were turned and I came up to a guy and I just was ready to unpack all of this stuff and say, because you love me, and because you care about me, and you care about the best interest and heart for me, then you have to help me unpack this. People look at me like I'm crazy. No. If you don't work on you while you're in your singleness, that will be exposed in your marriage. And at that point, you're stuck with that human being. So you're forced to deal with it. And you're forced to have to figure out different avenues to work through that marriage. And that other person, even though they may still not be willing to unpack and work through their trauma, they're still going to try to work things out with you. Do you know how hard that is to try to work through an issue that you know nothing about, or working through an issue that you know everything about, and the other person has no motivation or no thought in their mind that they want to work through it? How difficult is that? Because both of you have to be willing to work through that one issue or work through that one trauma together. And if both of you aren't on the same page, then it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. One-sided relationships do not work. I don't know. I just feel like society has done an amazing job of making women feel like they have to be this pillar of everything. So I gotta be the bomb career woman. I gotta be really educated. I gotta be, fit and trim and healthy. And I gotta be beautiful. And I gotta be the wonderful mother, the wonderful wife, the wonderful friend. I need to be married at this age. I need to have kids at this age. I need to have this many kids. I need to have this kind of house. And on top of that, I'm supposed to be able to help you through your traumas, even though you wouldn't help me through mine. Some things just don't make sense to me. And this whole notion that women are supposed to, or women were put on this earth to fix a man, I just don't subscribe to it. In Leah's ministry, we don't subscribe to the notion that women have to fix men. Nor do we believe in the notion that men have to fix women. No. It's supposed to be a 100-100 way split. And the reason why I say 100-100 is because I'm supposed to be working on myself 100% of the time. And yes, I understand that we're human, and sometimes I falter. Sometimes I can only work on myself 80% of the time, 50% of the time. But it's still a step in the right direction to work through my traumas. And when we are dating and when we get married, that self-work does not stop just because we got married. If anything, it forces me to continue the work because I want my relationship to work. And the relationship that I need to be most worried about is the relationship to myself. If I'm not taking care of me the way that I need to, I can't take care of you. I can't take care of our family. I can't be the woman that I need to be in order to function through my day-to-day. So therefore, I gotta work through it, period. And you do too. So guess what? Stop treating women like you're rehab centers. Stop treating men like you're rehab centers. Stop. Take ownership, take responsibility, and work through your issues. Okay? Great. I'm glad we had this talk. Thank you for stopping by at Leah's Corner. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, before you go, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you get all updated content sent directly to your phones. And I am hungry. I think it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I just felt like ranting. And my rant is done. I think I got it all out. I think I got it all out. Before we go, can we get into this look though? Like, I'm gonna scoot. Like, let me scoot. Oh, I look good. I look like cotton candy. Sure do. If you want me to do a tutorial on this look, let me know in the comment section below, and I will upload it. That's right, I will upload it. I already got it filmed and everything. This kind of happened by accident. This wasn't the plan, but I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Not one bit. Anyway, guys, thank you for stopping by at my channel, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.